Hi, my name is Layla and welcome to the Tornado in My Classroom experiment. You can have a go at this one on your own or in pairs. Each pair or person will need some jars, some empty jars with the lids, a jug of water, some washing up liquid, a teaspoon and a marker. Make sure you've got a flat surface to have a go on as well. So a tornado is a rapidly spinning column of air that leads from a storm to the ground. They can happen during very powerful storms when warm, humid air clashes with cold, dry air. Now tornadoes are really exciting but really dangerous, so looking up one up close will be difficult. So what scientists do when they're studying a dangerous situation, they make a model they can observe so they don't have to look at the real thing up close. And that's what we're doing with our tornadoes in a jar. So the question we'll be asking in this experiment is, how can we make the longest lasting tornado? To find out, we'll be planning and undertaking a fair test. So we'll be investigating whether the amount of water used changes how long our tornadoes last. You could also change the amount of washing up liquid used, but to make sure it's a fair test, make sure you only change one thing at a time, and we'll be using the same size jars every time as well. Don't forget to record your results in a table. So, let's get going. So now we'll make our tornadoes, changing the amount of water used in each one. So to start off with, we're going to fill it about a quarter full of the jar. So first, I will make my mark using my marker, where I think is about a quarter. Fill up to the line with the water. Measure a teaspoon of washing up liquid. Okay, now seal the top to make sure the water doesn't go everywhere. And we'll give it a spin on our surface to see if we can get a tornado. Oh, I'd say just about 1 second with that one. Not the most impressive tornado, but I will write 1 on that jar. So let's see if we can get a better one with jar number 2. This time, we'll fill it to about halfway. So once again, make the mark of about halfway. Fill the water up to the line. Put our teaspoon of washing up liquid. And make sure you don't mix it as well. Just drop it in and make the tornado. Okay, number 2, how many seconds can we get? 1 and 2 and 3. I'd say about 3 seconds for that one. So I'll write my 3 on my jar. For this one, we'll go about 3/4 of the way up the jar. I reckon we'll get a more impressive one then, but we'll have to find out. It's about 3/4. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. We got about 6 seconds out of that one. So I'll write that on. Now that looked a lot more convincing, and the water spins around the centre of the vortex because of something called centripetal force. This is a force that pulls the liquid inwards towards the centre of its circular path. Pretty cool, and I reckon we might get maybe our best tornado yet, maybe not, we'll find out. So for this one, we'll fill it all the way to the top. You can add a mark if you want. I'm just going to use the top of my jar as my mark. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9. That tornado lasted about 9 seconds. That was a lot longer. I'll write the 9 on my jar there. Now don't forget you can have a go at changing the amount of soap instead, and make sure you record your results in a table. So what did you conclude from your experiment? Which combinations of ingredients made the longest lasting tornado? Let's review what we've done so far. So we asked a question, we planned a fair test, we've undertaken our experiment, recorded the results, and drawn conclusions. Now it's your turn. Watch again and join in. Your teacher can press pause anytime. Good luck and have fun.